So the way that the song "I'm Coming Out" came to be was when we went to work for Diana Ross. We were coming off of a long string of hits, but they were all hits by relatively unknown artists. In other words, Chic had become known, Sister Sledge had become known, and Norma Jean had become known because we all had platinum records, platinum plus records, but we were not really stars. We just had hit records. So we were good in the studio business, but we were not good in the star business, certainly not in the superstar business. So before we composed anything for Diana Ross, we wanted to write about things that were in her universe. So we went to her apartment and we interviewed her for a couple of days. In those days, I loved to go out and club hop and party. And Bernard was exactly the opposite. He was a family man. So, he never really hung out with me much except for when we were working. One particular night, I went to a club, the Gilded Grape. And the Gilded Grape in the Gigi Barnum room were mainly trance clubs. They were very, very underground, but really super cool and hip. They played the best music in town because they didn't have to worry about the bridge and tunnel crowd, as we called it. They didn't have to play the hits. They just had to play music that inspired people. So I went to the bathroom, and while I was in the bathroom of the Gilded Grape, I happened to notice that there were at least 6 or 7 Diana Ross impersonators. And I was blown away because it was like that light bulb moment where like I got an idea. But because I hadn't worked with any stars, I couldn't even get excited and say, yo, you know what, guys? Man, I'm doing Diana Ross's new record. Because even though people sort of knew me, they really only knew me, for Chic and Sister Sledge. Anyway, so I ran outside to call Bernard because you couldn't call from a club inside because it was too noisy. And we didn't have cell phones in those days. So I ran outside, I called him up and I said, look, man, just whatever you do, please write this down for me because I know I'm going to stay up all night and wind up getting drunk and I'll wind up forgetting. So I explained to him the situation that I was in the bathroom with a lot of Diana Ross impersonators. And I said, Diana Ross is revered by the gay community. And if we wrote a song called "I'm Coming Out" for Diana Ross, it would have the same power as James Brown's "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud." And Bernard finally got it. He woke up enough to get it. And next day we met in the studio and I played something like this. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. And then from that hook, we built a song that wound up becoming an anthem.